Making artists in our marketing the artists in our community through content. All right, what's good, you guys? What's good, you guys? All right, I'm starting recording. All right, I am the creative director of Underground Developmental. My name is Kurt Donovan. I am going to be just going over how we market the content, like how we utilize the content with Underground Developmental to push the artists and really just push out the artists to a wider fan base utilizing content, and just utilizing like different ways to actually like push out that content and make that content go far, so that so that we could tap that artist into a potential new fan base, especially if those posts consistently get traction in terms of just getting the right demographic and niche to their art. Then it's going to be we're going to be doing what we intend to be doing with our message of just really trying to help push the artists and help them be self-sustainable and gain a community and gain a fan base as well. So one thing that I have been doing for this season 2 of UD is utilizing more of hooks for our content that we use, which is essentially hooks are essentially just something at the beginning of the content that will hook the viewer in to make them more interested in actually seeing the content. And it's also marketing as well, like something that I've always done for Underground Developmental, and a way that I've grown Underground Developmental through content is utilizing a verbal hook in the videos that I use as promotional content, saying if you're a creative from New Jersey and you want to grow, we have artist like creative developmental showcase in New Jersey. I'm gonna switch to this camera. Yeah, we have creative artists showcase in New Jersey, and that's something that somebody who's an artist from New Jersey will be connected to and hooked into right away from just seeing that. And that's something that I've always taken into account as just learning how to market your business and just marketing your music as well, because that correlates exactly to marketing your music as well. Because with utilizing content, a lot of people are watching different pieces of content, and especially the algorithm is pushing certain pieces of content to people who they think would be interested in seeing that. So it's your job really to make sure that you're not only hooking that specific demographic in, but as well as putting in the right keywords and putting in the right content to actually make it scale to that level, so that Instagram knows who to push it out to. Like in a sense of, if I'm pushing out content that's about a song that I have that's about wanting to be yourself, like my song "Don't Conform," like wanting to be yourself, and I put a hook saying something about wanting to be yourself, and then I put like "Don't Conform" in the hook, and then I put like something about wanting to be yourself, or like the words "Don't Conform" in the hashtag in the bottom. That's going to tell the algorithm more as to who would be better to show that content to, who would be likely to interact with that content, because the algorithm is supposed to be tailor-made to that specific Instagram user. So if you're telling the algorithm who this content is for, they're going to show it to that person who they think it's for. So that's how you could utilize your what the meaning of your shit is about to push it out there. A lot of the time, a lot of artists mostly use their aesthetic to push their shit out there. Like, and I've used certain things like that as well. Like a lot of the content that's worked on my TikTok has been shit that's where I'm like, oh, like I'm a goth artist from New Jersey, and I'm bringing a different wave to post-punk music, and that works very well, because it's like the algorithm is going to show that content to people who are interested in that type of music, and those people will be more interested in it because they have some kind of context as to what they're watching, rather than something that may not have any context and you're just kind of like just going based off of somebody might just swipe away because they don't know what this piece of content is about. But if you actually put some kind of context in there with some kind of hook, then it's more likely for people to actually stick on your content and actually pay attention to it and be more connected to it in that way. So that's what I'm utilizing a lot with the UD content. We have content creators who shoot the artist performances, and we most of the time just put the content out there just like that. But what seems to do far better and scale a lot more, and and has the algorithm like push out the content more to a wider range of fan base, is when we put hooks that really make it more engaging and give it more context as to what the viewer is looking at, and as to what we're doing, and what the piece of content is. And it just tells them that it's for them, and it tells them that they could be interested in it. Especially like for me, if I see a hook that says something like, this New Jersey artist is taking over the scene or something like that, then that would make me far more interested and give me more context as to what I'm looking at. If I didn't know that, then I may have not looked at that. So this is an example as to content I'm making right now, where I have all the pieces of content of the artist performances, and I'm just putting hooks on the top of them, as well as like editing them to make it like engaging the whole way and give it a full length kind of engagement. And what's really cool, and what has really worked with a lot of pieces of content, is really indirectly marketing the piece of content, because like a lot of the time a viewer doesn't necessarily want to like share or engage with something that seems like a marketing piece of material. Like if you just have something like, oh, listen to my new song, or just check out my new song, or something like that, which is kind of more promotional, it could be less of something that somebody would want to engage with, rather than something that's indirectly showing some kind of movement or some kind of context around what it is that you're doing with your music. So for example, for this piece of content, I have let me not do that. All right, so I put, this is an artist. That's an example for a piece of content I made today. So it could just be just blank like that, like just a performance, but it just makes it far more engaging and give a lot more context, and make it so that people might actually be more, it might push it out to a wider range of audience, and you might start seeing that those newer comments from pages that have never seen your page before, that's how you know you're growing, and that piece of content is getting out in the algorithm and on the For You page, and on the Explore page, and getting out to not only just a random group of people, but people who might be directly interested in that specific piece of content. So what I could have done with this, and this is more of a general aspect of it, but what I could have done more with this that could have even went further into that, pulling into that, the niche audience of who may be interested in this, because that's what marketing is. You don't want to just push it out to just everybody. You want to push it out to who you think that it might speak to, who you think that it might be interested in. That's why it works for me a lot of the time when I put out content on like TikTok or Instagram, and I give that context of like, I'm a goth artist from New Jersey and such, because that will enthrall more people into actually tapping into that, and that brings a lot of new comments and a lot of new followers, most importantly. And that's something that I always check for. If the content is getting new followers, then that's something I'm okay, like this is something I want to play off of. But it's also important to do shit that's unique to yourself. Like you don't want to just do shit that you think is like just falling into copying other people, or just doing cringe shit. Like you don't have to do that shit. Like you can do shit that's like dope and unique, but just utilizing your own, just utilizing like marketing and having simple understanding for the marketing aspect of it really helps with making that those ideas, because now you have an understanding of how this shit works and how the algorithm works. So now you could utilize that and fucking make something unique out of it, and make something unique from it that you know is going to work. And just throwing shit at the wall as well, because a lot of this is new, and just shit I'm throwing at the wall, and it's really working. Like a lot of different pieces of these content have been working really well. So this New Jersey underground artist is going far. So that gives context as to the artist, and more in depth of where they're from and what's going on. Like, this is something that I would see, that I would want to connect with the page. I would want to connect with who this artist is, because number one, if I already like this song, number one, now I know this artist is from New Jersey and underground. I'm from New Jersey and underground. This is an indirect thing, so it's like we're promoting this artist through our page. So I would want to also tap into what this series is and who is promoting this artist, as well as this artist is going far. So you're also hyping the artist up. So it's kind of like, I also said before he even went on the stage, like, I was like, I've been tapping in with this artist, he's dope type shit. So that gives more credibility, in the sense of like, okay, this may be somebody I would want to pay attention to, because this person just spoke about them highly, rather if it was just like, this is an artist from New Jersey underground, then it's not. I feel like it's better. I feel like it would also be better if it was like, this is New Jersey, like maybe something about like the genre, like hip hop, or like something like that, to where it could even tap into it further, so the algorithm has more to tap in with, and just the hip hop audience might fuck with it, because that's the direct audience of people who that's the genre. So it just gives even more context. Same with how I grew UD. I'm saying in my content, like, if you're an artist from New Jersey, if you're a creative from New Jersey, so I'm saying that verbally, and then is text that says that as well on the screen, and then in the captions it says like New Jersey artist and stuff and such and such. So the algorithm knows exactly who to push out the content to, and because of that, we constantly get new creatives and new artists who are tapping into the content, because it's just pushing it out to those new people, and we're constantly getting new followers and new engagement and new audience, because and growing the community, because of just knowing who your audience is. And that's really what it that's really important, and just having the knowledge of what your brand is as an artist, in order to take that and then know how to market the content in that way. Because like, if I didn't know that this is for creatives, if I didn't know how to market the artist content based on using my artist marketing my content as an artist, then we wouldn't know that either. Then I wouldn't know how to do this either. But something that what's really powerful about a brand as well is that don't only focus on just the aesthetics, because the aesthetics like how, like, you could say like, I'm a hip hop artist or a goth artist, like stuff like that, like, or the style and shit, that's all aesthetic based, but it's all style based, and that's a big thing of what artists use. But what really is going to lock in like your core fan base as an artist and connect you genuinely with your community behind your art is connecting with the meaning and the values that you put within the music, and the things that you stand for and the things that you stand on, and like who you are as a person, and your message is what's going to transcend just genre and aesthetic. That's something that somebody's going to fucking care about you forever. Like people like Kendrick Lamar, who have so much meaning and fucking message within their music, could not drop music for 5 years and then fucking drop, and then have all those people who was in their fan base come right back, because those people have a deeper connection with him more than just, okay, this music is cool, or okay, this music is this is some trendy shit or whatever. Like, trends don't really last. Like you gotta make sure to also tap into your brand, like your message and like who you are and what you stand for. And yeah, so I have other videos that I need to put on this because I already made this one, but where's the other one? It should be in my downloads. Okay, so this is another example for one. It didn't even go on. Oh, yes, it did. This is another example for one that I made today as well. I really like this one. I think this is really engaging. So that was I really like this one. There was one. A lot of pieces of content are kind of like a lot of pieces of content that work really well as well are they have a hook in the beginning of like hooks could be verbal or they could be also text written as well, but also what's also a hook is just like the visual hook of like what's going on. Like if you start out the video being engaging, then you're going to be more engaging with owners and make them more interested in actually sticking around to the content as well. So something that would be more engaging also, I think that what people utilize as well is like having the short kind of long hooks in the beginning that are fast and like disappear fast, because then people will be kind of trying to read it and then might just like go back and then be more interested in it that way. I think that's a big reason as to why that kind of works too. I mean, it could be on there the whole time. I do like it to be like kind of in the beginning. So with this clip, it was a longer form clip, so I started it a little before the actual song starts, so I could put this hook right here, and then once it ends, I put the lyrics. It's kind of hard to put the lyrics because a lot of the time it's hard to hear exactly what the artists are singing in the music on the performances, but for this one, you can really hear it. So this one is discover this alternative artist before the rest of the world does. So that's essentially like taps into like people being like first to discover this artist before they blow up. So that's like giving them like some kind of FOMO in a way, or giving them some kind of like, okay, you're exclusively listening to this artist before the rest of the world does type shit. And like that's very much like also giving them praise and like hyping them up as well. And just like similar to how when I host, I make sure that I emphasize them and really like introduce them like they're like a fucking huge artist already, because like if you don't present it like you care, if you don't present it like it's that way, people are not going to perceive it that way at all. Like why would they perceive it that way if you don't even perceive it that way? And this is how they're being presented is very important, I feel like. And like as like a genuine artist who is like on the grind, who is on a journey, who's trying to grow and like build and like follow them on this journey, discover them before they get big, because they're going to do it one way or the other. So like we could help each other get to where we want to go, you know. So it's really just showcasing that aspect of being an artist. And then the lyrics. One long way to go. I walk down this dark gloomy road. Everything's been going right, but inside I still feel alone. Razor blade under my tongue, I still can't say what the hell is wrong. Eat my shit. I think the lyrics make it like way more engaging as well. I don't want no love, give me your drugs. I'm stuck in hell, getting burnt up. When I overthink, I get fucked up. Real fucked up. Love is make believe. Yeah, I like this text as well. Like when it's like showing different. It's the text is like just keeps moving around as well. I feel like makes it way more engaging too, and that's a big aspect of it. Just keeping that the engagement of it going throughout the entire video to get as much retention as possible, because you don't want people to just like click off of the video. You don't want people to click off of the video, especially as it's going, and just making it just continuously interesting. And the same thing, you could do the same thing with your fucking music as well, and your content as well. And even just positioning it in a third person perspective has very much help with my content as well. Um, um, and not only that, like being direct, like saying like how this says discover this alternative artist. This is speaking directly to the consumer, directly to the person who's watching the piece of content. So that's what makes it engaging. That's why the most used fucking thing on social media is like POV, and then it's like POV such and such and such, because that's tapping in directly to the person who's watching that piece of content to make them understand, like to give them like the envisionment as if like what their point of view is and what they're experiencing right now. And that's something that really works as well. And that's something that a lot of pieces of content that do very well utilize, just tapping into the viewer and what they're witnessing, and as if like similar to like a blog page, and similar to like I guess it would be like news or something like that, where you're just fucking tapping in. You're just giving the viewer their perspective, like telling them what they're seeing in a sense, and just tapping in to their feelings as well. And yeah, I mean, you could look at my TikTok as well. I've been trying different shit out. I don't necessarily want to keep using some of these hooks. Some of these hooks I don't really like after like looking at them after the fact, but I kind of want to. I'm gonna change more of them and make them more like different. But a lot of these videos, like, this is just real life numbers right here because I'm also on this journey as well of trying to grow my page. And on TikTok, you could see exactly, this shit might be done up in a couple weeks or whatever, but if not, just be on Instagram Reels for real. But yeah, like some of these videos that I have, it's not even about going viral, bro. It's really not about going viral. It's really about having that connection and building the community and trying to actually consistently tap in and engage with your community of people who genuinely fuck with you. That's really what it's about, because you don't need to have millions and millions of views and millions of followers to be successful as a creative or as an artist at all. You do not need that shit at all. You just need to just grow your community of people and just generally be real and just show yourself and understand what it is that you're making and who you're making it for and who it speaks to, and speak to those people and connect with those people. So yeah, like some of these pieces of content that I have, like, you can't even really see because the fucking screen is crazy. But I'm not going viral on TikTok by any means. But like some of these pieces of content, 33 new followers off one piece of content, 25 new followers or another, 23 off another. Like, these are just simple numbers that are just, that's fire though. Like, you gotta think about, like, that's 33 new people who just see my fucking shit and just objectively speaking potentially became fans. And then like over time my Spotify numbers are growing and my Instagram numbers are growing as well. And like, it's just about just keeping just keeping going with that, and just trying to market your shit out there to just go for bigger growth and grow your platforms and grow your community, your fan base around who you are. And something that I realized, I keep using this as an example, but UD is something that I've like the majority like utilize with my how to grow UD, how to grow like a community and everything. And the biggest thing really is having a message and having a meaning. UD is made to build artists and to help artists and to help push each other and to have a fucking different platform to build each other up as creatives and as artists, and to really just push each other as artists and support each other. And that message is really the backbone of UD, and that's why people fuck with it so heavily, and that's why people are like love what it is, and that's why I do what it is as well, because of what it is. And just utilizing that and taking it from there, and that really brand identity is what pushes all the content and what utilizes all the content to be what it is. So really push for that specific thing to like what your brand is with your personal career and your personal artistry, and push that and utilize that as well. Because even UD is different from my personal brand. Like, it coincides with it, but it's different in the sense of uh, what's it called? Like, UD is pushing the creatives, and so is my personal brand as well. But my personal brand is also about personal growth and self growth and being yourself, and and trying to fight for peace and trying to go towards peace. And yeah, there's a lot of different things that I have within my own brand as well that I also need to push more and want to also utilize more. Yeah, and that's something that you can take and then push it more, especially like, I mean, this piece of content doesn't really say it, like this one specifically doesn't say that, like that, but like it's me with handcuffs, and that's because I'm symbolizing one of my brand messages of trying to better yourself, because I have handcuffs. Like, I'm stuck in my own ways, and that's the song. And so utilizing your meaning and your message is what's gonna push. It's what's gonna grow your core audience, your core fan base, because off of those ideas and those principles of who you are and in the person that you are and what you stand for is the things that are going to connect you to your people. And just marketing those ideas and marketing those brand standpoints is going to help you push out that to the right demographic and the right audience that you're looking for, because that's what we did with UD. So let's do one in real time. Let's see. I have a bunch of clips that I got sent to. Yo, shout out to Jinx and shout out to Kuro. They shoot content for the shows as well, and they're also artists, part of the UD community. And yeah, they took some dope ass fucking clips. So here's one right here. I'm gonna do one of Juno, who it was his first time performing as a featured at UD. I'm gonna delete these because this one's already done. I'm gonna put this one on here because I need to do this actually. Work contain multiple audio tracks. Say what now? How do I lower the volume on this shit? This shit blasting. Oh, I can lower it right here. Nah, word. So we'll cut out all the dull moments. And then I'm gonna put because like his performance is very unique and different, and I wanna utilize that with like the hook, and saying like this artist brings this New Jersey artist. I'm gonna say like this New Jersey alternative artist brings a different vibe with his performance. Like I don't want to necessarily say vibe, but this New Jersey artist. By the way, if y'all want to make content, this is CapCut. By the way, I have paid CapCut. It's just only like $7 a month. But you can also get free CapCut as well and do all this shit for free. I think they don't have the fucking captions for free though anymore though. Damn, that's fucking tragic. But $7. But if not, I don't know. You can also, I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. I'm gonna find out some other free options as well. But if you go here, ratio, then 9.16, that's the ratio we're on right now. That's what's the TikTok in reel and short ratio. You can add text right here. This New Jersey artist, what I say? This New Jersey alternative artist. Let's put that in there. Fuck. This New Jersey alternative artist brought a different vibe with his performance. Different or unique? So then I put it to this font just because I really like this font because it's bold. And I put it to yellow, just the brand colors. And here's what makes it pop too, because you see how that's like, you put the colors on there and you can't really like see it. It doesn't really differentiate. And I don't really want to put, I don't like how, I'm really based around just making this shit look good and like well put together. So like the background, I don't really like that it blocks out it. Take it off. Here I go to the stroke. Click on the stroke. Put the thickness like up high, and it kind of like outlines it with this color black, so you could see it way more. Like here's without, like you can't really see it, and with it, like it gives it more of a prominence. And then just like the layout of it as well, in terms of making everything fit. With his performance, that's kind of better. I don't like how this is like this, to be honest, though. I might be overdoing it, but rather overdo it than underdo it. For some reason I like that better. This New Jersey alternative artist brought a different vibe with his performance. Different or unique? I don't know what to say. Alright. Brought a different vibe with his performance. I don't want to have it on for the whole time. I just want to have it for like maybe like that long, maybe like that length. I'm gonna cut this part. Because it is truly different, because he gets like really into character, like really makes eye contact with everybody, and like has like different like movements and like theatrics that he does as well, which is really cool, and like gets into that like character. Yeah, but I think this right here is good to go. Export. Just like that. Alright, what's next? I'm not gonna do all of these. I'm probably just gonna do one more. Just to give you another example. Which one have I not done yet? don't know which one to do, y'all. Alright, I'm not gonna push you through all that. But yeah, that's pretty much the emphasis of it. No, I'm gonna do one more. I lied. Alright. So I think what would be good to, I'm gonna do a feature artist first for it. Let me see what I got here. Because I did most of these already. I'm gonna show y'all the one I did with the career coaches as well. Because I've been trying to push the career coach aspect of it a lot heavier also. I haven't even put this one out yet. Or did I? Oh, I did. This is me introducing Kai as a career coach on the stage, because for the first time I introduced him as a career coach, because I wanted to just give everybody just more context as to who was there for them to talk to and what they could do. So I put for the video, get personalized coaching from experienced artists at our artist developmental events. So that gives like very clear context as to what the people are seeing, and just getting that direct engagement in terms of knowing exactly what they're looking at, because it's harder to understand what you might be seeing if there was no hook here and I was just kind of talking, because then you would have to really find the context of your own, and most of the time people don't want to find the context of their own. They want you to spoon feed them the context, or they're gonna fucking swipe to the next video that spoon feeds them context. That's why it's like so prominent that every fucking video you see, people be like, they start the video like, this is a hack that Starbucks doesn't want you doesn't want you to know, or some shit that just makes you like some shit that just makes you more engaged into the video and gives you more like of a guaranteed payoff of, okay, I'm going to be interested in this, or I'm going to get some kind of value out of this based on what the fuck they already said in the first 3 seconds. So get personalized coaching from experienced artists at our artist developmental shows. Boom. And then I'm talking, pull up. Let them know a little bit about who you are. Like, I'm asking him like to explain who he is, so that the people would participate as well in going to talk to him for a career coaching session.
I pretty much do anything that's involved with music. I try to get my hands on, you know what I mean? I'm an independent artist now. I used to be signed. So if y'all want to talk to me about anything, man, I'm here for y'all. Y'all here for us. Let's chop it up, man. Let's chop it up, man. I'm gonna choose somebody either from that open mic or somebody else performing later to get a free Junkyard slot for the Jersey City slot.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I still gotta do that too. So yeah, what's it called? Yeah, so I definitely love that aspect of it as well, and just like, yeah, just trying to encapsulate everything and give a lot more context as to what we're doing, because a lot of the biggest pages on Instagram and TikTok, and really pages that are pushing their content out like really far, are utilizing these content ideas and these like marketing, how to like really utilizing how to market their content really well, and pushing it out with different things that are actually engaging with the audience. And that's really what I wanted. I'm really trying to utilize that a lot more with the page, because this is underground developmental, and the whole point is to push the artist and grow the artist. So we have to utilize what we know is going to do that, and what we know is going to push them out there in order to do just that, in order to be that beacon of development and growth as well. So I'm going to keep pushing this out here. I have more content to make, so I'm going to get off of this. But yes, make sure that you utilize your content and give context as to who you are and as to the meaning within your message, and push that out there and connect with your target audience, and let the algorithm know who your target audience is, and let the target audience know that you speak to them, that your art is for them. So give context and be consistent and push out your content. Something in my eye. All right, I'm out of here.